Hey guys, it's Marshall Ting with your Superior Ag Insurance Ringside Report for this past week, the week of January 14th through the 20th. So, as we all know, week before last, the snow was all in the Midwest and it pretty much shut it down. This past week, the snow came to our own backyards and it had a huge impact on your cattle markets. Lighter runs across the state of Kentucky, many of your barns were closed and the market reflected that. So, statewide, we only had 2,100 head of cattle sold. And like I said, it's hard to get these cattle in a snowstorm. And on the other side of things, nobody really wants to start fresh cattle in a snowstorm. So that being said, lighter runs, market reflected it. So your full weight steer cattle on average, we'll call them $265 on average. They topped off at $285, which still isn't a bad sign in a snowstorm. Now your five weights back just a little bit as well. Five weight steer cattle on average about $250. They topped off at $274, so right back on the coattail of your full weight steers. Now as far as your loads, not many loads at all. Very few 8-weight cattle at all. Very few groups of steers. I did have one really nice set of heifer cattle trade though across the state of Kentucky, and they sure did do the trick, especially compared to your CME feeder cattle index. So your load of heifers was 74 head of black heifers, average 679 at a price of 224 and a quarter. And if you compare that to your CME feeder cattle index adjusted for heifer cattle, so your heifer cattle adjustment is 600 to 1,000 pound heifers. The highest it was for the week was $205.68. That's a $19 premium on your Kentucky cattle right here versus your CME, your adjusted CME feeder cattle index. Now, as far as your CME feeder cattle index is concerned, I'm call it pretty much steady. You had a little bit of a valley, a little bit of a peak, but not too much change. It did peak out at 228 on the backside of the week, but that is good. Now, Monday the 15th, 226.43. Tuesday the 16th, your CME feeder cattle index was 225.87. Wednesday the 17th, 227.29. Thursday the 18th, 227.67. And like I said, we closed out on a high for the week. Friday the 19th, 228.51. So that's what's going on in your cattle market across your Midwest and your CME feeder cattle index. But if you have any questions about this or you're interested in an LRP policy, a livestock risk protection policy, as always, there's no better time than right now. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out to the guys. Call Ian Thomas at 859-613-2453. Call Adam Shoemaker at 859-338-4116, or call Cole Clark at 859-435-0489, or check them out on the web, www.superioragins.com. Be safe out there, stay dry this week, and look forward to talking to you soon.